And obìnrin lẹ́yìn náà ṣẹ́rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń borúkọ mi jẹ́ yẹn irọ́ tẹ̀ ń pa mọ́ mi yẹn ní àṣẹ Èdùmàrè wọ́n ní òkúta bá sọ bọ́pẹ̀ lọ́pẹ́ máa ń sọ mọ́ ni bẹ́ẹ̀ ló dẹ̀ máa rí fún yín. I can only tell you that. Now let me say something. I have never said this to any media. Mr. Sabi, I will say this here. I left Ife before Wura left Ife.
Can you imagine?
Yes.
I can't believe this.
I left Ife before Wura left Ife. I resigned as the cultural ambassador to the Ooni. I put in my resignation letter.
You mean you officially resigned?
I officially resigned.
She said you just left the palace and like...
I officially resigned. You know, and I left. Mojamosani Moshe, because the pressure was too much. Wura wanted to leave, and I have to say this, Kabiyesi, Alashe Keji Orisha, I have to beg Kabiyesi, because I have to speak about this. Kabiyesi Alashe Keji Orisha, or Nirisha, Baba, I have to talk about this, Ejo, Kabiyesi, because it's high time I did this. Wura was supposed to leave before she eventually left. And anywhere Wura is in the world, as a woman of integrity that I know that she is, she will bear me witness, and the heavens will bear me witness. When I sat down with Olori Wura, for almost 4 hours we talked. She opened her heart to me. How can I take advantage of that? She opened her soul to me. She told me what she had been going through, how people send out text messages, voice messages, everything. There are certain things I won't be able to divulge.
Can you imagine? Text messages, voice messages?
Telling her horrible things about the Ooni and myself. How they will send out my picture that I'm now dressing like an Olori, that I want to take a position.
quickly go back to the issue. This issue has not left you because I remember.
I know what you want to talk about.
Yeah, in March 12th.
Ooni of Ife.
Yeah, the Ooni of Ife issue.
I know.
It has never left you, and I keep wondering. I think it was March 12, 2021.
Yeah.
One SMCR with Arewa or something like that. A blog came out with a very horrible, terrible, nasty story, and they took some excerpt from our interview with you the last time. And they say you are the one responsible for the sacking of Olori Wura, that she said a lot of terrible things, that the Ooni put you in charge of some widows or some women, old women, and you are doing the job. Then because they were calling you Olori, then Wura was threatened. Then one day she came to tell you to hands off those women, despite the fact that those women shared so much passion for you because of the way you treated them. Then you went to report to the king, and the king said, don't worry. Then eventually he said, go back. Look, they now said, oh, you are the one that in most cases, you and king travel to Canada, that you travel to London, that the king will leave the Olori in the room and come into your own room to do some shekere with you. She said, oh, that you didn't say, you didn't date with the king, that you only say you didn't marry him because of your child. A lot of, and recently there's another one, Maureen G's blog, that came out with a lot of things too, that the king is even still after you, that after you left the palace, that is you that you are making him to lose the first one, Wura, and this prophetess Naomi, that you are the real problem, that the king just love you, that is dying for you and all that. So I'm so surprised, and I said, this is going to be an opportunity to relate that to you so that you can react. So what do you think about SMC with Arewa and the recent one, Maureen blog?
Maybe there was one day I knelt in front of him and he just put his hand on my shoulder and everybody was there. That's the closest I've been to Kabiyesi. Not even a handshake.
Really?
Not even getting to sit beside him.
Are you sure?
You know, and there may have been intentions in different quarters.
She said there may have been intention. There may have been intention. Intention to what?
But they dated him.
But I never dated him. There might have been. There might be intention, but I did not date him.
With your looks.
Well,
that's what people are saying. So we are close to, and the other time we couldn't even get across to you. Most of the time when we call you, is that your PAP?
charm can I have?
Charm of beauty.
Well, I'm not the most, and I wasn't the most beautiful woman in the palace at the time. The Olori was even more beautiful.
Ben.
So there's no way I would have charmed him. The Ooni appreciated my talent and the fact that I'm a cultural activist.
Yes.
You understand? And he's somebody that we all hold in high esteem.
Definitely.
So there was no personal. Well, maybe if I didn't have a child, there would have been. Because he only cannot be with a woman who has a child. He cannot marry somebody who has had a child.
Yes.
Maybe.
She said, well, maybe if she had not given birth, it would have happened. That is to say, the only hindrance of him marrying her is because òun ti bímọ rí. Ṣùgbọ́n, do not forget, wípé ọ̀tọ̀ ni dating is different from saying sleeping with someone, and at the same time different from saying getting married. Ọ̀tọ̀ ni kí èèyàn kàn máa fẹ́ ara èèyàn. Ọ̀tọ̀ ni kíyàn fẹ́ ara èèyàn sílé. Ọ̀tọ̀ ni kíyàn kàn máa ṣe kíni bá ira èèyàn sùn. Just kò ń ṣe gbogbo àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n date, tí wọ́n bára wọn sùn ni wọ́n láti fẹ́ ra wọn sílé. Àmọ́ èèyàn èmi tẹ́ pé wọ́n kàn bára wọn sùn ni wọ́n fẹ́ ara wọn, wọn ò lè fẹ́ ra wọn sílé. And then ó ní notion kan tí àwọn èèyàn máa ń gbé gbági. Kò kí ń ṣe wípé yes, the king can marry a woman tó ti bí ọmọ rí. Yes, he can. He can marry a woman tó ti bímọ rí. He can collaborate a woman tó ti bímọ rí. But he will not announce it. He will not announce it. Ẹni náà dẹ̀ tí ẹ̀ nílò ṣé mo tó má ti announce ẹ̀ á jẹ́ pé ẹni yẹn máa gba title olórí. Ṣùgbọ́n wọn ò ní announce ẹ̀, ayaba ni wọ́n kàn máa pè wọ́n palace. Ọba ò ní announce ẹ̀ pé mo ti fẹ́ ẹni yìí olórí mi kejì rèé o. Wọn ní ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. ìyẹn ní tradition tó wà ní Ifẹ̀ o ṣé mọ̀ pé lọ́yọ̀ ní ìsìn yìí àmọye ọba tó jẹ́ pé ẹni tó bá ti bímọ rí wọ́n lè fẹ́ dáadáa tí wọ́n dẹ̀ announce ṣùgbọ́n ní ti Ilé Ifẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìyàwó alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ wọn olórí tó máa kọ́kọ́ jẹ́ olórí alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ kò lè jẹ́ olórí tó ti kò lè jẹ́ obìnrin tó ti bímọ rí ṣùgbọ́n bóyá fún second bóyá fún ìyàwó ẹlẹ́kejì àbí ìyàwó ẹlẹ́kẹta definitely wọ́n lè fẹ́ni tó ti bímọ rí dáadáa wọ́n lè kò lábọ̀yìn tó ti bímọ rí wọn kàn ní announce ẹ̀ ni title aya abadẹ̀lẹ́ ni ẹ máa lò ní palace yẹn tẹ́ni ẹ bá ti fẹ́ gbé palace bá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí gan kábíyèsí ti fẹ́ aya in fact wọ́n ti fẹ́ aya bá yẹn gan kan tó fẹ́ Naomi ìyẹn kọ́ la bá sọ lẹ́nu tó bá di later máa jẹ ayín sí ìyẹn so kò ń ṣe pé kábíyèsí cannot marry ẹni tó ti bímọ rí wọ́n máa marry ẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n wọn ní proclaim wọn ní announce ẹ̀ ni ẹni náà dẹ̀ nílò title olórí ayaba la máa pè wọ́n.
If there was no child, maybe we will not be saying this. Maybe it could have happened, but there was nothing like that.
So how do you claim not to date somebody? Not to be, intimacy pẹ̀lú èèyàn. O de báwo ló ṣe wá mọ̀ pé ni o lè fẹ́ obìnrin tó bá ti bí ọmọ rí ìwà àtẹ̀yàn ẹ̀jọ̀ máa fẹ́ ra yín ẹ̀jọ̀ collabo báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ wá mọ̀ wípé wọn lè fẹ́ obìnrin tó bá ti bí ọmọ rí ẹ bá wa logical sense lélẹ́yìn náà logical ó dẹ̀ sọ pé ká ní pé òun ò tí bímọ rí ni o òun bá ti marry Ọọ̀ni ṣùgbọ́n ẹ má gbàgbé o dating ni ó ń debunk o kò debunk pé ìyẹn ṣóyé yín kíbọ̀rọ̀ kí o kò debunk kíbọ̀rọ̀ kí o kò ní àwọn òṣè kíbọ̀rọ̀ kí o ṣùgbọ́n dating àbí marry kò tiẹ̀ sọ dating marry ló sọ pé ìkànnà ti pé wọn lè marry òun ká ní pé òun ò tí bímọ rí ni wọ́n lè marry òun ṣùgbọ́n wọn ò lè marry òun nítorí pé òun ti bí ọmọ rí kò ń ṣe pé wọn lè date òun.
Between us.
They got to say that they even said that they have one request. That's what I gave you.
During that, Mola, a lot of take it on stage, on it. Is it possible? I know work on it,
because we landed at America in London. They brought up to you and Olori. The other stories that you are
very high esteem.
Thank you, my God bless you.
Amen. Yes, it was a fact that Olori, Zenith, paucity, and I had issues when I was in the palace. And she didn't have issues with me alone, but she had issues with me.
Sorry, do cultural ambassadors actually stay in the palace with the king? Me or Mom Mumbere.
At the time, I was the one handling the widows for KBC. People called their attention to the fact that I was dating the KBC and that I was being addressed as Olori in the palace. Yes, I was being addressed as Olori, truly. The old women that I was taking care of.
You were being addressed as Olori, and you are not Olori. Báwo náà ṣe fẹ́ máa pè ẹ́ ní olórí tó dẹ̀ ń jẹ́ tó dẹ̀ kí n ṣe olórí tó lórí wà ńlé.
And then when we did the cultural album, we brought this. The date is Olokun or Oshun. Then Baba appointed, I think, Auntie Modele Sharafa to to be in care of the Oloris at that time in Ife. Boldly in the public, one of the mamas told her, said, no, Aralafe. Because I'd been taking care of them before Auntie came, and they understood me better, and I was always getting what they wanted for them from the palace. And we were doing prayers all over at that time. I think every Wednesday we used to have vigils and stuff like that, me and the mamas, all of them. So people went to tell the Olori that, she has taken over. So when she came, she now said to me, I need you to hands off the widows project. I will handle it from now. Then I said, okay, no problem. She said, why are you carrying yourself like the queen? They're calling you Olori. And I said, I'm not the queen. I have nothing to do outside of my work. So that day I said, okay, no problem. So I went back to KBC. I said, sir, Olori said I should hands off the project. And I said, oh, okay, don't worry, I'll talk to her. So he left. Afterwards, I was told to continue. I don't know what they discussed. I was told to continue. Then, one day...
Did you listen to what she just said in that place? She said there is a particular widow project, which on a very good day is not in a job description as a cultural ambassador. It is not. That is why the reason why Kabiyesi appointed one Mrs. Sarafa to do that. But one of the mamas, based on the fact that this Ara had been in the palace, she has even been, in the palace before the king married Wuraola. She understand the benye. Meanwhile, kò possible káwọn tó wà ní palace àbáwọn ìyá yẹn kó wọ́n mọ̀ pé irú àti Kábíyèsí ẹ̀ kò sí nǹkan kan dẹ̀ máa pè ní olórí tó dẹ̀ ń jẹ́, because ọmọ Yorùbá ni ẹ́, gbogbo wa la mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ olórí, gbogbo wa la mọ̀ position iṣẹ́ olórí. So báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ máa pè ẹ́ ní olórí tó dẹ̀ tún dáhùn tó dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ò kì í ṣe olórí tó lórí dẹ̀ wà. Now tó bá jẹ́ pé ọmọ Yorùbá ni ìwọ, tó jẹ́ pé Yorùbá ni Wúràọlá, ìyẹn Zainab, ṣé ó possible káyé gbà tó dá extent ni? Because normally bó ṣe mọ̀ wípé Zainab ò ń ṣọmọ Yorùbá kò mọ àwọn àṣà àbí àwọn nǹkan kan, ìwọ tó wá jẹ́ cultural ambassador gan ló yẹ kó máa tọ́ sọ́nà. Tó bá ní nǹkan tó yẹ kó jẹ́ jurisdiction olórí, you would have gone to call her. Olórí, this is this thing is needed here, this is what you do here, like that, teaching her. But instead ìwọ kò bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní lọ máa ṣe lọ ni, nítorí pé o ti ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ kó tó dé. Àwọn èèyàn ti ń pè ẹ́ ní olórí nítorí pé ìwọ àti Kábíyèsí kòlábò wà ńbẹ̀, o dẹ̀ ti ń down. Kábíyèsí appoint, ìyẹn mean ni wípé ìwọ kọ́ ló tẹ̀ ń ṣe project, widow project yẹn on a very, because for Kábíyèsí to actually employ somebody for that post, because you have been playing with the widows are the past, wives of all the late, Oonis. But the people say they wanted you because you are close, Odemobo ṣe Musi, Baba Lori àtàwọn nǹkan kan, little tó máa gbà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. You understand that? Meanwhile, the queen now came to you, this widow's project ends up, I'll be doing it from henceforth. You are carrying yourself like the Olori, the queen. And then you said you are not the queen, you are not Olori. But why are they calling you that? And then you are answering. Now, she now said she went to tell Kabiyesi, Olori, Wuraola said I should answer that she will continue with the project of the widow. You do not need to go and tell Kabiyesi what the Olori instructed you. You need láti ti lọ bá, because normally iṣẹ́ yẹn gan fall sí duty Olori. Nígbà tẹ́ni tó dẹ̀ ní duty dẹ̀ ti ní pé kó fi ilẹ̀ òun máa ṣe. Kò yẹ kó tún wá lọ bá ọkọ pé báyìí lolórí sọ o, because bí ọba ò bá sílé olórí ń pàṣẹ. So kò yẹ kó lè yí ohun olórí padà gẹ́gẹ́ bó ṣe jẹ́ obìnrin tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ Yorùbá tó dẹ̀ mọ̀ the reason why tó ṣe feel threatened by it, which is understandable for gbogbo àwa tá jẹ́ obìnrin, coupled with the fact wípé kò kí ń ṣe Yorùbá, ọmọ Ẹdó ni, kò gbọ́ gbogbo àwọn Yorùbá wọ́n tàn tẹ́ ń sọ. So that will even add more to an insecurity, which is going to be normal for everybody. To gbogbo obìnrin ni ìyẹn lè normal sí. You know that. But you now went to meet Kabiyesi láti lọ ṣe amẹ̀bọ yẹn fún Kabiyesi, which is not supposed to be so. Meanwhile, she said that she resigned and then she regretted resigning. Meanwhile, she already hinted at their intentions, that it's, might have happened. Ṣùgbọ́n òun ti bímọ rí, wọn lè marry òun. Ìyẹn ò túmọ̀ sí pé àwọn ò fẹ́ ara wọn o, àwọn ò ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n wọn lè fẹ́ òun sílé ni. Báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ mọ̀ yẹn náà ní very good day ọ̀gbẹ́ni. Ó tẹ̀ ti fún wa ní clue. Now, based on my own Eke and Amebo, allegedly, ó ní nǹkan tí Ara àti àǹtí Mọ́mì Péjú, àwọn, like, both of them contributed to the separation of the king and Olori Àná. It's like it added to it. Kábíyèsí lè ti wà pẹ̀lú àwọn méjèèjì before kan tó fẹ́ yẹn wọlé o. Ṣùgbọ́n wọn ò lè marry yín àbí túmọ̀ wọn ò lè announce ẹ̀. Òun lọ láti lọ fẹ́ ni tí ò tí bímọ rí. nígbà tẹ́yin wá jẹ́ obìnrin yẹn o ṣé kò wá yẹ kẹ́ wá hands up ṣé kò yẹ kẹ́ hands up ṣùgbọ́n ẹ máa bá yẹn máa rẹ́rìn ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀yẹn ìtọ́nà tó yẹ kẹ́ kúrò tọ́nà ẹ̀rí tọ́sọ́nà yín lẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní máa ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ ó pẹ̀lú because ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn gan máa fàjà láàrin kábíyèsí àti olórí ìwọ ló ní kó máa ṣe mo dẹ̀ ní kó má ṣe mo pé màá máa ṣe ó wá báyìí pé mo ní kóun má ṣe mọ́ ó wá ń bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ wípé kí n jẹ́ kó máa ṣe lọ ṣe mọ̀ pé èdè àyẹ̀wò máa wálé ẹ ti ẹ̀yọ kúrò pé king and queen ni wọ́n normal couple ó máa wáyé pé kí ló mean ṣé mi ò lè sọ pé kó má ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́ ṣé bí mo ní màá ṣe definitely so it contributed to it now we are grateful that ara ti kúrò ní ọ̀dọ̀ má ṣì wá palace lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan ṣùgbọ́n kíní yẹn bàbá gan tẹ̀ ti move on pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ space pépé mi bàbá ti move on pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ ṣòye yín bẹ́yìn ṣùgbọ́n mọ́mì Péjú gbogbo nǹkan la fi bẹ̀yìn o Péjú Ọ̀kẹ́ ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ resign láti ọ̀dọ̀ kábíyèsí ẹ má tún jẹ́ wípé èyí tẹ́ ṣe náà tó na látọdún mélòó.
Mr. Sabe, thank you so much. I was never going to comment on this. You are the only person that can make me talk about this.
Thank you so much, man. I'm very humbled, man.
I want to. Is there a law that that supports one going to court on false information being peddled about one on social media? Because if there is, then I probably would take it up. One, the manner where in which these two bloggers went about this was so distasteful. And obìnrin you know, ṣẹ́rí bẹ́ ṣe ń borúkọ mi jẹ́ yẹn, irọ́ tẹ̀ ń pa mọ́ mi yẹn, ní àṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní òkúta bá sọ bọ́pẹ̀, lọ́pẹ́ máa ń sọ mọ́ ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ló dẹ̀ máa rí fún yín. I can only tell you that. I only met Naomi once. It was at an event with Kabiyesi in Ondo town during my cousin's birthday. I didn't even know we were going to be there that day because I went to surprise my cousin at the birthday. That was where I met Naomi. I went to the palace, and this is for those because somebody sent it to me. That's how I got to know.
They sent a link to you?
Yes. As at the time I saw it, 22,000 people had watched this. It is because of the 22,000 people and more that have watched this lie of a story, and because of my child that I am going to talk about this. You see, you need to do your due diligence before you cook up stories. I work with Kabiyesi as his cultural ambassador.
They say you came in 2016 and now
Wura came
in 2017. That's why you are so powerful and that you were controlling the man like somebody's calling a jelly. That so Wura was shaking and she couldn't. It was not stable, and that in fact SMS even went to the extent of saying that they caught you in a uncompromising position with Kabiyesi somewhere in Canada or somewhere. Have you been to Canada with Kabiyesi before?
Now let me say something. I have never traveled out of the country with Kabiyesi.
He said he carried you to Canada with others.
I have never traveled out of the country with Kabiyesi. Why lie against me, for heaven's sake? Maybe you're interested in Kabiyesi. Why don't you go and apply? Like, for real. Now, let me say something. I have never said this to any media. Mr. Sabi, I'll say this here. I left Ife before Wura left Ife.
Can you imagine?
Yes.
I can't believe this.
I left Ife before Wura left Ife. I resigned as the cultural ambassador to the Ooni. I put in my resignation letter.
You mean you officially resigned?
I officially resigned.
She said you just left the palace and like...
I officially resigned. You know, and I left. Because the pressure was too much. Wura wanted to leave, and I have to say this, Kabiyesi, Alashe Keji Orisha. I have to beg Kabiyesi because I have to speak about this. Kabiyesi Alashe Keji Orisha, or Nirisha, Baba, I have to talk about this, Ejo, Kabiyesi, because it's that time I did this. Wura was supposed to leave before she eventually left, and anywhere Wura is in the world, As the woman of integrity that I know that she is, she will bear me witness, and the heavens will bear me witness. I heard that Wura was about to leave the palace. I went to Kabiesi, Alashe Kejorisha. I knelt before him. I said, Baba, I heard that our Olori wants to leave. Baba said, I don't know what you're talking about. I said, Baba, this is what I have heard. Please grant me permission to go and talk to our Olori. Baba said, you don't need to talk to her. I said, Baba, just this one wish. Please, let me talk to her. And Baba said, okay, go ahead. I called the Olori on the phone. I said, Olori, I want to come and see you, ma. She said, please come. Now, what people don't know about Olori Wura Ola is that she's a very good soul. Beautiful in and out. A lot of people told her so many things that misled her in that palace.
Can you imagine?
When I sat down with Olori Wura, for almost 4 hours we talked. She opened her heart to me. How can I take advantage of that? She opened her soul to me. She told me what she had been going through, how people send her text messages, voice messages, everything. There are certain things I won't be able to divulge.
Can you imagine? Text messages, voice messages?
Telling her horrible things about the Ooni and myself. How they will send her my picture that I'm now dressing like an Olori, that I want to take her
position.
How I have a powerful wand that I used to control Kabesi, and I said, is it possible to continue the Onirisha? I said, this is a prop that I used in my movie Oshofunke that was bought to be used in my movie Oshofunke. I thought that way I bought it in Oshobo, because you know we shot Oshofunke in Osun State.
Yep.
And she told me that she was afraid of being with the Ooni because people had told her they were going to use her for rituals.
Jesus Christ.
She told me that she had changed the lock of her room and that she's afraid to go to Kabiesi's room. She told me that somebody was constantly feeding her stories and that she knew the person was from within because there is a particular bell that rings nearby and she hears it in the voice note. I now told her, I spoke to her. I said she should look at Alafio for you. He has many wives. I said, Kabiesi chose you among all women. Concentrate on that. I begged her. I said to her, Olori, if Kabiesi does not love you, you will not be here. And the reason why we are all here bowing to you is because of Kabiesi. I said to Olori, I said, don't listen to these side talks. Don't let them chase you away from this palace. And I assured her, I said, I have never had any intimacy with Kabiesi. She said they told her differently. I said, no, Olori, listen to me. I'm a woman of integrity. Look in my eyes. I'm talking to you. I have never had any intimacy with Kabiesi. Please. I said, yes, they were interested before you came into the picture. I said, but I can assure you, nothing has happened, and it will not happen. So she opened up to me for almost 4 hours. She said so many things. I'm just cutting it short. And I said to her, go to Kabiesi, go and beg him. She said she can't go, that he will not listen, that I should please help her beg Kabiesi first. And I said to her, at this time, go to him. This is what you will do. Lay on the floor, hold his leg. Do this, do this, do this. She now said to me, go and beg him first on my behalf. So.
Because she was misled.
She was misled. Olori Wura Ola was misled. By whoever wanted her out of the palace. Not me. And she begged me to go and go ahead and talk to Kabiesi first before she can take the step I advised her to take. And I promised her. Immediately I left, I went to meet Kabiesi. and I left before Baba. I explained everything I explained to her, to him, and I said, Baba, Olori will come to you at so and so time. She will do this, she will do this. She has asked me to come and beg you first. Baba, please, edarijiwa. Ọmọdé ni wa, ọmọdé ò dé meko jẹ kó má ra lọ́wọ́. Baba just listened to me, and he said, Ara, thank you, you can go. I left. The following day, Wura was herself called me. When I got to her, she hugged me. She said for the first time, and she can quote me, she said for the first time in 9 months, she was with her husband. Which means that in the last 9 months, she hadn't been with her husband.
Can you imagine?
She said for the first time in 9 months, she was with her husband. And she thanked me. She gave me a big bottle perfume, very expensive perfume. She gave me a bundle of white lace. She gave me money. She gave my child money. And then she ordered that there was going to be a trip. They should put my name on it. Because at that time, I don't blame her. Because she was fed with too many rubbish. So she didn't even want me near any of these trips. Rumors. So for those who said that travel with Kabiyesi will leave my room and go to another room, for heaven's sake.
They said you leave Wura's room and come to your room too, and there was a lot of skirmishes. Oh my God.
I never traveled with them anywhere. I've represented Kabiyesi at an event in Abuja before, and I went alone. I've been to, I think, 2 or 3 events as his cultural ambassador. I mean, you see the new cultural ambassador going everywhere with him. That was what I was doing. As at that time. It wasn't as his queen or his Olori. I was never. That was why when the rumor came out that I was going to be the next Olori, I quickly debunked it.
But why were they calling you Olori?
Because, well, people call it being Olori like the widows and everything. Later, I got to realize that the work I was doing with the widows was actually the work of an Olori. You understand? Like, it's supposed to be like the Olori handling it. Olori Wura called me before we had that long. She told me that she wanted to be the one in charge. Was part of, that coming up, and I said okay. I called the leaders of the widows, and we set up a meeting. I was interpreting for her because her Yoruba is not that good. I was interpreting for her. She fed them, and I handed them over to her.
She's from Edo State. Yes,
so I handed them over to her.
Yeah.
After a while, they returned to me.
Why?
The widows.
The widows returned to you?
Yeah, of course, because at that time, it cracks. You understand? So I don't know what happened between her and her husband and stuff, but when they want to share something for the widows, they would call me as the cultural ambassador that the people had known being in charge. So I would sometimes call her and let her know. But after a while, I saw that things wasn't right. I was feeling. It was more or less like maybe after we had that long talk. I don't know. But I think after we had that long talk and things settled, maybe people went back and was telling us something else again. I don't know. In fairness to her. So at that point in time, I said to myself, leave this place and go back to Lagos. So I left. There is more to it because a lot of things happened that I got to know. But they are no longer important. Now to what's her name? The second one. The Maureen lady.
She said you are still the reason why Olori Naomi too ran away.
Maureen, I don't know who you are. I know you are looking for crowd, or what's it called?
Yes, is it
on your blog, subscribers. But must you bring somebody down to build? On what foundation would that be? On what premise would that be? Do you know how many years I have worked on my brand? Over 30 years. And you think you can just wake up one night and say rubbish about me and grow your crowd? Could it happen now? I know what I've been through in my career, in my life. So you waking up to tarnish my image, to speak ill of my person. See, if I was somebody that was given to doing things like this, I won't care. I won't bother. But my brand is my brand.
She released her own on February 3.
February 3 this year, right?
Yeah, this year, yeah. February
with
3,
my picture, with arrow pointed at me.
Yes.
That I'm one of the people.
Yes.
That with my picture.
Yes.
I'm one of the people that sent Naomi out of the palace. Like how? Where? I don't understand. So, you think you can
destroy...
call
it Maureen Gist TV. Maureen's Gist TV.
Okay, so you think you can destroy my career, my brand, that I've worked hard for with sweat and blood just because you want to build your YouTube page? That's what they do. That's what they take succeed. I want to tell you, for your own good, stop this, because it's not. I don't want to talk too much, because if something happens, they'll say, "Ara don't curse him." I won't curse you, but unto my curse, my curse. Everything you have written, Kabiyesi jumping from my room to other people, is an absolute lie. And anyone that told you that story, and you have put it out there.
She was even calling you Are at the time. They say Ara.
Yeah.
Ara.
Over 22,000 people have listened to these lies that you said about my person. You know this is defamation of character. My God that created me. If what you have said about me, let me say this to you. They said you said Kabiyesi. I was one of the people that sent Naomi out of the palace, and that Kabiyesi moved from my room to other people's room. If indeed it is true, if there be a God in Israel, if there be a God in Israel, you whatever you lay your hands on, you will prosper. But if you have lied against me today, I say to you, all the elements of the world will work against you. Because with sweat, with blood, with tears, with perseverance, I'm a woman of integrity. Nobody is perfect. But you see, in this area that you have brought my name into, one, when I know they fear, is it because Kabiyesi is such an unassuming king, loving, accommodating? Is that why you people think you can just blog, anything about him? Do you have respect for the crown of Oodua? For you to think that you can just go online and tarnish the image of the Onirisha. Then you came to me with this useless lie that I was sleeping with Kabi. If I have ever hugged Kabiyesi of Ooni of Ife, if I have ever hugged him in my entire life, whatever you have said will haunt me. But if I have never hugged him, talk less of having any intimacy with him, I say to you, the elements of this life will work against you. Go and retract your story. Me, I don't get time to go court with person. I don't get time. Because I know the God I serve. I repeat again, if there be a God in Israel, you will wamuje. And more, if to like look pamo me to pamo eledami, attack any gbogbo ọ̀nà. Àfi tó bá mú mi, àfi tó bá fò mí wẹ̀. Àmọ́ tó bá mú mi tó ń fò mí wẹ̀. Àti wọ́ àtàwọn tó sọ story irọ́ fún ẹ. Nígbà Kábíyèsí ń kúrò yàrá mi bọ́ sí yàrá Olori. Wá bàbá mi ní yàrá. Maureen, I have never traveled with Kábíyèsí anyway. I'm not saying this because of you. I'm saying this because of the ears that have heard your lies. I don't care. I don't care. It's not about you. But I care about my integrity, my brand, and my son that will watch your lies someday. You people don't know that all of these things have been documented. So one day my son will wake up, somebody will say this garbage to him. That his mother was sleeping with people all over the place. That's all I can tell you, Maureen. If there be a God in Israel.
Now Maureen Gist.
Maureen Gist.
Yeah.
Maureen Gist. If there be a God in Israel, you will succeed. But if there be a God in Israel, what you have said is the truth, you will succeed. But if there be a God in Israel and you have lied against me about sleeping with Kabiyesi, everything that you lay your hands on will cease to work for you. Because o fẹ́ bà ṣe ọwọ́ tèmi jẹ́, o fẹ́ kú ọ̀nà tèmi dí, orúkọ rere àti bíbí ire lèmi fi ń gbé ilé ayé mi. So ohun tó bá ṣe yẹn, if you don't understand Yoruba, go and meet people that will interpret for you. Because ìwọ ló lọ tó lé agbọ́n o. Mo dẹ̀ pé gbogbo abiyamọ ayé ẹlẹ́dàá ìyá mi àti bàbá mi lọ́run, wọ́n dojú ìjà kọ gbogbo yín tẹ́ ń parọ́ ìmọ̀ mi.
Do you think some people are sponsoring them?
I don't know, could be so àtàwọn if people are sponsoring them. Ihun tí wọ́n fẹ́ rí náà máa gbà. If you are being sponsored and with you and everybody sponsoring you, I pray that you receive what you deserve. I said with my full chest, I have never had any intimacy with the Ooni of Ife. My king, Onirisha, is not just any king. For you people to think when you see Babalara, he's human. Mr. Sabah, I want to say something today. You see this generation that we are in right now, this time and space. If King David of the Bible was in this generation, they would have finished him on social media. But this is the same king that God still talked to, and God said he was the man after his heart, the apple of his eye. How did God describe King David? Who made you judge over Israel? If King Solomon was in this generation of social media,
700 concubines.
700 how many wives?
No, 300 wives.
300 wives, 700 concubines. If people will have finished him. Yet, God was speaking to them. Abraham, that slept with his house girl. Moses, that led the children of Israel to the promised land with his anger issue. If people will have finished him. But these were people that God was using. Ìbàjẹ́ ènìyàn dáṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run dúró. But if you continue to tarnish my image, nothing good will ever come out of your life. All of you. That's all I can tell you. And I know what I'm saying. If you continue to tarnish my image, if you are being sponsored, get your facts. Let me tell you something. If you get a fact about anything, not just about me or anybody, I'm the kind of person that will stand with my full chest. If you say, Moshe, come. What is wrong if I sleep with Kabiyesi? If I say I did? If I choose to be his concubine, I'll proudly
admit.
Proudly. I'm telling you. I will even take full page adverts in the paper and say, yes, I'm his concubine. The concubines of King Solomon must have been proud.
Including Queen Sheba.
Queen Sheba was a concubine with her full chest. So why would I not be proud to be the concubine of the Ooni or Onirisha? If I so wish, it's my life now. But I am saying that I am not. I am not his concubine. I have never slept with Baba Onirisha, my Kabiyesi, my king. I understand that throne and that crown. That's why I revere it. I'm a woman of culture. I understand. You can say that I'm choosing my words carefully in addressing you guys. Because if I want to go low, the way you people have gone low, then it means we are the same. I'm actually still respecting you with my response to you. But you see those proclamations and decree I have made, go and find out. They are not joke. If you do not do a video apologizing to me that you did not do your due diligence, I tell you, gbogbo abiyamọ ayé àti ọ̀run ti gbà o. Àwọn tó láyé, àwọn tó ní ọ̀run, wọ́n ti gbà. Irọ́ tẹ́ pamọ́ mi yẹn, ohun tójú ẹ bá ti rí gbogbo yín, ẹ faramọ́ o. Àdàbí tó bá yẹ pé ohun tẹ́ ń sọ òótọ́ ni. Ẹ yé bà mí lórúkọ jẹ́ o. Mi mọ̀ kankan pa Naomi o. Wúrà nìkan ni mo ní dealings pẹ̀lú. Wúrà lẹ́lẹ́dà, mo lẹ́lẹ́dà. I sat down with her and I talked to her. By the time she left the palace, I was no longer in Ife. I knew nothing. But she would have left if I didn't sit down with her for almost 4 hours to talk to her. She still stayed for I think about a year plus. After that, our discussion. Ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo bá sọ ló fi jókòó kọ́ sáwọn èèyàn sọ ọ̀rọ̀ tí ò dá sí ti arábìnrin yẹn. àánú ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ṣe mí gan. So ẹ ṣé o, go and do a video, put it on your YouTube and apologize for lying against me.
They also said that the 3 sisters of the Kabiyesi were the one in charge of Piparo. I think I said that those sisters were the one that made it so difficult again, apart from you, for Olori Wura to stay, that they were the one doing all sort of remove, put back. So how will you describe those 3 sisters of His Royal, His Imperial Majesty, Alhaja 2? Are they what they define them to be?
The social media is not a space I even want to get involved. If it doesn't have anything to do with my work. You see those 3 sisters of Kabiyesi?
Yeye
1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Very unassuming, very down to earth, very loving, very respectful, and shy to an extent.
Oh, they are shy? They say they were lording it over. They say they are lording it over.
They don't lord over their brother.
Oh my God.
They don't. They don't lord anything over Kabiyesi. Ṣé àwọn èèyàn ti misinform àwọn èèyàn gan pa àwọn yèyé. Àwọn èèyàn ti misinform àwọn èèyàn gan. They don't lord anything over Kabiyesi. This family was closely knitted before Kabiyesi, their brother, became a king. You understand? This family was like this, and they still continue to be like this.
United.
For people to say that the sisters are mean and stand, let me tell you something. When people try to get at you and they can't penetrate, they will call you names. That's what is happening. There are some women and ladies who want to marry Kabiyesi, who want to be a concubine. They try to go through the sisters, they block them. They protect their brother. So they will term them to be arrogant, proud. When I was cultural ambassador, I know women who came to me and say, Ara, Joe, me, Mike, you're number 52.
Number 52, as fast 52?
Yes.
Oh, that's the King Solomon Emirates.
They said they didn't mind.
They want to turn into a King Solomon Emirates.
And I said, I don't have control over such. I don't give Kabiyesi women. And I don't...
You don't give Kabiyesi aristos?
Aristos, no. My Kabiyesi, no. If he wants to be with a woman, he would invite. If he likes a woman, Kabiyesi, handsome, wealthy, intelligent, just like King Solomon of our time. He's full of wisdom. Women would naturally want to come to him.
Just like Queen Sheba naturally came to King Solomon.
Just like Queen Sheba naturally came all the way
to come and see King Solomon.
So all kinds of women.
Proposal, affectionate proposal.
They come to Kabiyesi, but he applies wisdom in the way he handles and deals with them. But as a king is entitled to what he wants to do, but going on social media and saying, who told you Kabiyesi will marry one wife? Even, see, there are some women whom Kabiyesi will never even have any form of intimacy with. There are some big women, but they just want to be associated with him. I'm Ooni, I'm Kabiyesi. I want no one be lopoju. So working with him closely, Kabiyesi is a workaholic. Sometimes we don't sleep till 5 a.m. and he has to attend to people by 8 a.m. sometimes. So any woman that marries him must be patient. Must have the understanding that you are not marrying this man alone. You are marrying the entire Oodua. So if you have the wrong mentality of handsome king, wealthy, swagger, and all of that, and you come into the palace, you won't last long. You too must be able to make sacrifices, because it doesn't. There are times he can sleep with a woman. He cannot have access to intimacy all the time because of the spiritual part of his crown. If I'm putting it right.
But what do you think? A lot of people feel that it's becoming incessant. This Olori left, this one also left, this one might also leave. Do you think there's a peculiar situation in that palace that making women to leave? Because when President Naomi declared on Thursday, December 23, a lot of people were shocked. Like, kilo happen. Even the palace media said that they hacked into her account. But till today now, it appears that nobody hacked into her account. She has even changed her life. She even said that she's not anybody's ex. So when you heard about Naomi's own case, how did you feel being the former cultural ambassador to that revered palace?
Yes. First, I was just like the media aide said that our account was hacked. That was what I thought too. Yes. I
also followed that line.
Yes. I thought our account was hacked. Then until, you know, I started hearing a few things here. Then I called to confirm, you know, Kilo Shele, what's going on? Now let me tell you something. Oloma sowa, Oloma chewa, Oloma jekaye sowa di alaimoshe.
Àmín Jésù Kristi. Àmín Jésù.
To those of us who know the Onorisha, he's a ladies' man. He's a lover man. And he's a man that gives his woman free hand, the width behind their wings.
For expression.
Don't just cross your boundary. Don't go. Masha shade you. You see that power that Kabiyesi gives. If as a woman you can't handle it, only mismanage it.
Ashiwahu.
Now, talk about any good advisor. Then, with Olori Naomi, like I said, I was never close to her. In fact, I had no clue. Like 3 or 4 times that I went to the palace when she was there, was because I took guests to see Kabiyesi, and I never slept in Ife. But Shenri Kabiyesi Tobai, I'm a Berani. I was sleeping in Ibadan. Because I wanted to avoid what happened with Olori Wura, unnecessary talks. No, it was too much for me to handle. Yeah, it was really too much.
At your age, it was too much a load. It was too much a load for me to handle. Psychologically,
spiritually self. So with Princess,
and there was a time you can't even had accidents when you were thinking about the issue. We had that then.
I had an accident that almost took my life. When I was there, I was like, well, maybe it's time to move. You understand? So, with Princess, with Olori Naomi, sorry.
Yeah, the prophetess Naomi.
With prophetess Naomi, sorry. With prophetess Naomi.
Yes.
If you ask me, with the wisdom that God gave her, she will have managed the situation better.
Oh, you think she will have managed it better than the one from Edo State?
No. I'm not comparing them.
Okay, you're not comparing them. Okay.
No, I'm not comparing them.
Okay, man.
And I'm not comparing them.
Yeah, you're just talking about the Bible.
No. I'm talking about our own situation now.
Okay.
She should have managed it properly. I don't know what happened. And I did not, because it's not in my place to want to find out Pekilo Shele. But from the perspective of the Kabiyesi that I know, the Onorisha that I know, I'm not saying he can do no wrong because he's human. You understand?
Yeah.
He's God representative to Oodua people as our king. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Anything can happen between couples. But if you must marry, I'm just saying this right now, if you must marry the Ooni, don't be taken or carried away by his handsomeness, his swag, his wealth, the throne, and the paparazzi around him. There is more to it than the social media. There's a lot on his shoulder. Uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. There's a lot of responsibility on his shoulder that he might not even have time to be with his wife for 6 months going. Now, if that kind of woman is not patient, and then coupled with the fact that other women are coming around him, if you do not understand your place and how to manage that situation, you will fall out.
Go.
So I read what she wrote on her wall, that the Kabiyesi we know is different from the Kabiyesi in the palace. You understand?
But do you think she's saying the truth? Because,
well, I've never been in a relationship with him, so I wouldn't understand that aspect. I've never been his woman, so I wouldn't understand that aspect. But one thing I know, if I will interpret what she's saying having worked with Kabiyesi, what I think she's saying, I don't know, and I stand to be corrected, is that he doesn't have time. Bí àwọn kí n rojú Kabiyesi ńlẹ̀, bó ṣe rògbò máa rojú Kabiyesi sí. I don't know if you understand. Me. Because if
that what we share on social media,
yes,
they are necking themselves. She's singing for him. She's kneeling down. Olori me doing Oriki for him. It's different behind the curtain. No,
it shouldn't be, because that's Kabiyesi for you. Kabiyesi has a high sense of humor, and Kabiyesi is an empath. I mean, he's a leader. So that's one of the good qualities of a leader. As a true king. What I think she's saying is maybe, and I start to be corrected, kò sí enough time like she expected. I heard a few things all going on social media and stuff like that. I didn't listen to some of the voices, and because a lot of things are doctored on social media.
Even the voice of one chief presenter in Kolade coming out to say a lot of things about the sisters and things in the palace.
What did she say?
He said a lot of things that he was mentioning some of the Kabiyesi's Naomi's brother that was misbehaving, that was rude. I don't know his name. The son among the family.
Okay.
The mother of Naomi that was overbearing on her daughter. You know, Toyin Kolade's voice went viral.
Ẹ pẹ́ fún wa o, a jẹ bára wa ti pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́. Àmín. Bàbá ọkọ mi fẹ́ bá. Àmín mà. Bàbá ọkọ mi fẹ́ bá mi sọ̀rọ̀. Yálàjẹ tiwa nìkan ṣoṣo. Ẹ pẹ́ fún wa o, ayọ̀ yín á kún kìnìkan. Ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́, ẹ kú àdúró ti bàbá, ẹ kú àdúró ti wa náà. Kìnìkan ṣe ni orí mi kàn bígbà orí wa ń fọ́ mi pé ayé mà níkà o.
Àwọn ìka jàtijàti ẹni gbogbo tó fẹnu wọn sọ ní dáadáa nípa yín gbogbo alẹ́ mọ́ yín lára.
Àmín.
Gbogbo ìtàn sọ lódì nípa yín wọ́n forí wọn gbé lórúkọ Jésù.
Àmín.
Gbogbo ọ̀nà lẹ́kùkù fi jù wọ́n lọ náà. Ọmọ àlèdè ni wọ́n.
Ẹ bá rí mẹ́sẹ̀jì kan sẹ́ni fún ẹ̀rọ abáyín.
Àwọn alábòsíà. Mọ̀síkìlò yẹn gangan ló gbómi parí jù nù wọn. Àwọn alábòsí àwọn ìka gbogbo nǹkan ní ló máa bí wọn.
Àmín.
Owó yẹn á bí wọn, ogún yẹn á bí wọn, ikú yẹn á bí wọn, àtàyẹn á bí wọn. Gbogbo ẹrù tí Ṣọlá kó sí ilé ṣọ́sàn owó ẹ̀. Àwọn ìka.
Bó ló fi ra?
Gbogbo ẹrù tó kó sílẹ̀ ẹrù bá àmọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀ ní gbọ́dọ̀ yín náà ti wá kú.
Mi mọ̀.
Ṣé kí sọ fún yín? Ṣèyí gangan ló ṣèké mi fún mi. Ṣèyí sì ń kí mi gbà yín. Bíi pé ló ṣèké fún Ṣèyí ló ṣèké gbogbo ẹ̀ fún mi. Báyìí wá pé gbogbo ẹrù ní ṣọ́ọ̀bù yín. Gbogbo ẹrù kan fi tó lé. Tó wà ní mọ̀síkìlò fi tó lé. Mọ̀síkìlò gangan ló gbé mi parí jù. Bí a tó ní pé DJ máa ń ṣe bí ọmọ bí àbúrò sí i. Ọwọ́ kan ni mo bá yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ pé kí ló ẹ̀ fà yín. Ní insult nìyẹn náà wọ́n ṣe máa lọ pàdé yín. That's enough. Ṣọ́ni mo sọ máa kọ̀rọ̀ sí sòkò lẹ́nu ni. Mo ní mọ́tò ṣe báwọn pípé ṣe bọ́ọ̀rọ̀ ẹni wọn. Èmi ó kún pèsè ẹgbẹ́ mi mọ̀ nǹkan kan ni.
Ó bẹ́tà bẹ́yẹn máa o.
Àti bí mọ̀síkìlò ṣe gbórí ó gbómi parí gidi ni òkè kékeré o. Bíà àǹtí òun subscribe tó gbowó rubbish yẹn. Who is the idiot tó lọ pàdé lọ́nà? Ìyẹn mọ̀síkìlò burúkú yẹn. Olórí burúkú ọmọ àlè. Ọlọ́run tẹ̀ jọ mí lójúmọ́. Ọmọ ọ̀ràn kìràn ẹni tí ò níran. Olè.
Ó ga ọ.
Gbogbo bàbá náà gbogbo wọn tẹ̀lé wa. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ń rí iná. Àdé gbogbo wọn náà gba sálárì. Báwọn ọkọ ò gbà àwọn ìyàwó ṣáà ń gbà. Báwọn ìyàwó dẹ̀ ń gbà náà làwọn ọkọ wọn fi ń jẹun. Ogún Adéyẹyẹ ọ̀hún dẹ̀ máa bí wọn. Pẹ̀lú gbogbo ìbàjẹ́ táwọn ọkọ lórí burúkú tán fẹ́ yẹn tán ṣóṣì lọ ń ṣe nípa Adéyẹyẹ wọn nípa. Ogún Adéyẹyẹ á bí wọn. Àdàbí Adéyẹyẹ bá lo inú méjì pẹ̀lú àwọn sisters ẹ̀. Torí àwa ẹ̀ náà rí bí èèyàn dáadáa. Bàbá òde mọ̀ pé ẹranko bá làwọn táwọn.
bàbá sì máa mọ ẹ máa wọlé sí bàbá sì máa mọ.
àwọn ìka játijàti àwọn tó yẹ pé kí ni effort gbogbo wọn gbà tó gbogbo wàhálà ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀.
ṣé máa rí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé nǹkan tí àbófin lè máa gbọ́rọ̀ ni pé àgbàlagbà ni bàbá àwọn èèyàn wọn lè sọ̀rọ̀ fún bàbá ẹ̀rù wọn máa bà wọ́n. nínú ẹ̀dá sọ mi lánàá sìn ó yẹ kí àbámúrò ọ̀rọ̀ yẹ kó kìbẹ̀ sọ́wọ́ gbogbo sẹ́ni tó fẹ́ sọ fún bàbá ẹ̀rù wọn máa bà wọ́n àti sọ pé ìyá àdọjà àti bàbá tó jí kìnìkan bàbá ti di alágbára so bàbá ti lẹ́rù lára so eyín bàbá ti lẹ́rù. kò kábíyèsí mọ̀ sí.
kábíyèsí mọ̀ sí yẹn bàbá kábíyèsí gan mọ̀.
ok.
nǹkan tí àdọjà ọ̀ṣẹ́ kí n kí mọ́mì mi àti dáàdì mi gan mọ́ nìyẹn. Yes.
That's a chief. She's not the Alaji of Udua, you know.
Okay.
So a lot of things went out. So how did you really feel as a former cultural ambassador?
Yes. Now let me say this, please. A lot of people said, why did Olori's mother stay with her?
Yes.
Olori kéré sí ibi tó wà yẹn. Ó need ìyá ẹ̀ lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́.
People are saying that the mother should have left the palace. She does not need to be there. That she's creating.
I beg to differ. I beg to differ. Ọmọdé ni Olori. Ọmọdé ni prophetess Naomi. Ó need ìyá ẹ̀ níbẹ̀ yẹn. Tí Olori wúrà bá ní ìyá lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ tó ń tọ́ sọ́nà, ó ṣeéṣe kó ṣe wà ní palace. Àwọn olórí àgbà tó wà ní ọ̀dọ̀ Aláàfin ló ń tọ́ ààfin. Àwọn ọmọ ayé ìsìn tó ṣẹ̀ wọbẹ̀ náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí mismanage gbogbo situation yẹn àti opportunities yẹn lóríṣiríṣi ṣẹlẹ̀. Àwọn ìyá Aláàfin tó wà ń bẹ̀ àwọn ní àgbà kí n wà lọ́jà kórí ọmọ tuntun wọ́. Táwọn nǹkan bá fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ àwọn ìyá yẹn ló máa ní wá bá ṣe ń ṣe é nì bá ṣe ń ṣe é nì. Ìgbà tí ò dẹ̀ sí rẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ kábíyèsí Ọ̀nìrìṣà ìyá prophetess ló máa tọ́ sọ́nà pé wá ṣe báyìí má ṣe báyìí má ṣe báyìí. Bí àárín yẹn ṣe wá dàrú tó di pé ọ̀rọ̀ tán ló ṣẹlẹ̀ bóyá I don't know till today. Can I tell you something?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know if she's not in the palace because I didn't go to the palace and it's not in my place. Although once he's cultural ambassador, always is cultural ambassador. I still work for Kabiyesi. I still work for Kabiyesi. Any day, anytime. I still work for him. So even now, I don't know if she's no longer in the palace. I don't know. Because I see look at all the lies these people are saying about me now on social media. So why would I believe what I'm hearing on social media? If I don't see for myself, I can't believe. Honestly, mi lè gbàgbọ́. Tí mi ò bá rí, tí mi bá dé palace ra mi pé mi ò rí olórí ńbẹ̀ mọ́, mo máa tó nígbàgbọ́ pé kò sólórí mọ́ palace. So couple with irọ́ tó ń bàǹtà rọ̀bìtì tó ń pamọ́ èmi. Màá ní pé mo gbọ́rọ̀ èèyàn kan social media, màá believe. I can't now, kò possible. So which is why I don't listen to rumor gbogbo tó ń kọ social media ń pa èèyàn. Káni jẹ́ pé àwọn èèyàn ló gbé kíní ìtàn sẹ̀dẹ̀ sí mi ni. Èmi gan ṣe I probably wouldn't have seen it. Àwọn èèyàn tó return ìfẹ́ tó dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé irọ́ náà ń pa náà sọ fún mi pé ara you need to address this issue. Àwọn people with information of character, get your lawyer to sue these people. Wọ́n àtọ́fẹ́ báyìí lórúkọ jẹ́ iṣẹ́ tó ti ṣe for how many years ẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ from nowhere wọ́n máa parọ́ mọ́ ẹ. Somebody even said to me, tó bá fẹ́ kábíyèsí kí ló dé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ abọ̀sibọ̀sí mi ò fẹ́ wọn. You understand?
Yeah.
So Kabiyesi are extremely busy. As I'm talking to you about Kabiyesi is in France. He's not around. Come on, sọ ti gbogbo iṣẹ́ Oòduà tí wọ́n ń ṣe. Come on, sọ àwọn èèyàn pé tó máa lọ sí events wọn to make them happy. There is people. There is his children. They want him to come. He will go. It will make, you need to see how people will be rolling on the floor and begging Kabiyesi, bàbá tẹ́ bá wa máa kú. Bàbá ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ wá, bàbá ẹ jọ̀ọ́ máa wá mọ́ yín ni. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Baba being the kind-hearted king, humble, respectful, even as a king. Baba ko wo okay. Ẹ má worry, má dé wá. And you will see him there. He might come late because he has to attend to too many things, but he will keep his word. So with Prophetess Naomi, trust me, if she said he's not the same person, it can't be the same person on social media and at home. And I'm a joke with the Kabiyesi when I was working with him, 5 a.m. I'm a meeting, I'm a plan, I'm a but not just me. I like pay time. And then he'll be impacting knowledge on us. He never gets tired of impacting and touching lives. He never gets tired. That's why I have huge respect and love for him. Allah love you sorry tell you now. How did I meet Kabiyesi? I saw him in a vision.
Oh, you saw him in a vision?
I never met him physically. And he said to me, come and see me, Ojuloro wa. I looked for his number and and he was newly king then. I sent a message to him and he said, I was shocked. He was the one. He welcomed me. I said, Kabiyesi, I want to come and see you, sir. He said, oh, Ara, the great drummer, we are proud of you. You are welcome in Ile-Ife anytime. Please come. I will tell them to make an arrangement. That was my first time ever of talking to him. Me or meet one before I became king. Ojuno on motiri one. And I said, Baba, and when I got to him, I told him what I saw in the dream. That's how I found my way to him. So, eku rada lenu, eku sokusoro, ni gbogbo koro shobenu.
Gbogbo ṣọ́ọ̀bù ni wọ́n ti kún fún irọ́.
Fún irọ́.
Àti èké.
Àti èké.
Sọ̀nàdé ṣe ẹlẹ́nu èké ti gbẹ́nu rẹ̀ fún pẹ́bọ̀n.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ẹ kọ́ máa fọwọ́ ara yín fa ìṣòro sáyé yín. Ẹ fọwọ́ ara yín fa ogun sáyé yín torí ẹ fẹ́ ní èrò lórí YouTube. Ẹ rọ bẹ́ẹ̀ lè bá tẹ̀yìn jẹ́ kẹ́ fi ṣe tí kò possible. Ẹ lọ stop ẹ o, and I need that apology tendered. Or else, mo ti sọ fún yín. Ntẹ́ bá ti rí ẹ faramọ́.
Let me ask you this question to close the Kabiyesi hold. What do you think are the feature of a woman that can last? You have said some things anyway, but what do you think a woman that can last long, Olori that can be announced? Because when Naomi moved out, Prophet Naomi moved out, they say, oh, one Madam Ashley Olori, Ashley is now there. So, but what do you think are the features, the brave features of a woman that can manage her palace and honor the tenets of the office of the wife of the Arole Odua?
Thank you very much. Let me tell you something.
Yes, ma'am.
The woman that can, excuse me.
Yes,
excuse me.
Sorry, ma'am.
Yes, that can manage that palace.
Yep.
Hold it. A woman full of wisdom, genuine love for Kabiyesi, not handsomeness or wealth. A woman that understands the culture, the assignment of Kabiyesi on that throne. A woman that kì í ṣe ká kun chalk sára ká yagele o, ṣe pé ká wọṣọ ká máa ṣe bí Hollywood o. There is more to being the Olori than that. Then I think, because fancy làwọn èèyàn dẹ̀ ń wò nsìn, social media làwọn èèyàn ń pọ̀ so, you must understand the culture, understand that throne, the assignment of Onisha on that throne. Be patient, extremely patient.
You mean extremely patient?
Yes, so.
So the patient, oh my God.
Extremely patient. You must love him.
Yeah.
And love everybody around him. You cannot look down on the MSA. You cannot look down on anybody around him. His family and everybody. You must love him genuinely. You must be
what of rumors?
Submissive. You must accommodate everybody around him. If Kabiyesi tells you are my woman, you have my word, you can go and sleep. Kabiyesi is a man of integrity. You can go and sleep.
A lot of people felt that he's a lover of too much women. I mean, recently they said marry one that became Jagaba. Is it the one Jagaba in London? They said the women.
No. See, don't listen to rumors.
Okay.
Please don't listen to rumors.
So the kind of woman that can manage him must be a perfectionist in terms of culture and tradition of.
Must understand Yoruba culture and tradition. Must love him. Must be patient. Must be accommodating. You will see women around him. Don't be threatened. Accommodate them. Show respect, because when you respect the people around him, you are respecting him. I said something my mother said, when you love a man, you respect even the cockroach and rats. How can you?
In his cupboard?
Yes, in his cupboard. So how can you be married to the Onisha? And because you see concubines, you must expect, excuse me, How can you marry an Onirisha or be in his woman?
Yes, ma'am.
And you think you'll be the only one? Àwọn ọba tí ò tó Onirisha wọ́n fi obìnrin ta wọ́n lọ́rẹ. Àwọn obìnrin máa ń dìde gbéra wọn lọ bá wọn pé kábíyèsí mo fẹ́ra mi jìn.
Mo fẹ́ra mi jìn sà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ẹ jìn mí anyhow bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe fẹ́.
Mi ò bá yín sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ o, ẹ má disrespect kábíyèsí mi o.
Sorry ma.
Mi ò bá yín sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Mr. Sir.
Sorry ma.
Ẹ fẹ́ disrespect kábíyèsí mi nìyẹn o.
No, sorry ma. So I know I can't disrespect you. So I'm sorry.
No, you understand?
Yeah.
No. Mo fẹ́ra mi jìn kábíyèsí. Àwọn ìyá mi máa mú ọmọ lọ kábíyèsí ọmọ wa rè abùyín. Àwọn ẹbí bí máa ní kábíyèsí abùyín. It's now left for the kábíyèsí to say, okay, now I want just one wife.
Based on policy.
Based on policy. Ṣebí King Solomon ní 300. Ó dẹ̀ ní plus 700. Ó jẹ́ 1,000.
Yes.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ kí ni kábíyèsí tí ì ṣe tẹ́ gbogbo íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì jẹ́ kí kábíyèsí sí mi. Ọ̀nìrìṣà máa lá pé aláṣẹ ìkejì òrìṣà. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ sí mi ariwo. Ẹ sí mi. Anyway, Baba, the Baba that I know, he will just smile. You just say leave them. They don't understand. And it's true. He won't even bother. He will say, well, ṣáà fi wọ́n lẹ̀. Ọ̀nà àtijẹ tí wọ́n nìyẹn. Ṣùgbọ́n ọ̀nà àtijẹ fún yín, ẹ má borúkọ èèyàn jẹ́. Ẹ má pa irọ́ mọ́yàn. Ohun tẹ́ ẹ bá mọ̀ ẹ má sọ. Ó léwu o. Okay.
Now, I'm thanking you for this fantastic because a lot of people have been begging us. You know, we started chasing you in March when we heard the one from SMC Arewa, and we want to thank you for clearing the issue and for those that said those information to. It is left to you. You cannot use bad to sell good.
No.
And if you think you are okay with it, well, anything you catch from it is your own portion. Let's round up with two other statements. First and foremost, April 3 Sunday, Chief Commander Ebenezer Obey, Fabi MFR, a great music legend, philosopher king, thinker, doer, one of the best thinkers that I've ever admired from Africa, musician, is 80. What is your philosophy or your perception of Ebenezer Obey at 80?
Baba at 80. First, I want to wish Baba happy birthday. I want to congratulate him for the, for the mark he has left and still living in the entertainment industry in Nigeria and Africa and beyond Africa. Baba is a blessing, has been a blessing. I started listening to my song Baba's song through my mother. I remember the first set of songs of Baba that I listened to, which was one I did the remix with Two-Face Idibia. Olómi jọ̀wọ́ jẹ́ ká jọ máa gbádùn. That one. Then there's another one. Gbẹ̀bẹ̀ mi o, gbẹ̀bẹ̀ mi, gbẹ̀bẹ̀ mi Olúwa o. Gbẹ̀bẹ̀ mi o, gbẹ̀bẹ̀ mi, gbẹ̀bẹ̀ mi Jésù ọba. Mo bànújẹ́ ọkàn mi sàn, má jẹ́ pòfo.
Dákun dábọ̀, Jésù Kristi ọba.
So, and many more like that. So, Baba, I want to say thank you for touching our lives. You are a prophet. You are actually a prophet. Fine. I don't think Baba is an evangelist.
Yeah.
Evangelist, prophet.
Ebenezer
Obey. It's an honor, a rare privilege to know you, to listen to your song, and you are not being celebrated enough. In this country, you are not being celebrated enough. I wish I had the capacity to celebrate you the way I really feel about you. I want to say thank you, Baba, for the honor. I remember the day I went to him to tell him that his song and everything. I recorded without his permission. In fact, I didn't mean to do it that way. It was when we were recording, while we were shooting the video, somebody said to me, Ara, ṣé kò yẹ kí Baba wà nínú video ni? Mo ní Baba, I didn't know me, Robert. Oh, you mean he didn't take his permission before doing it? I said, I didn't take his permission now, Ara. Look, go and see Baba. I started searching until I found him. I booked an appointment. As I knelt down before him, as I said, Ara, just hold on. He just called somebody, bring my tab. When the Baba tab, Baba just pump. I've seen your video. I've seen your video. He was happy. Baba was happy. Baba
Baba
blessed
is so intelligent
me.
like that.
Oh yeah. Baba blessed me. Baba prayed for me. No, I was moved. I said, wow, this is a father. This is a father. I was really happy. So congratulations, Baba. She 100.
I mean, just
Benny, she 120. My grandfather lived to be 120. My grandfather lived to be 120. She 120. At she fell along. Thank you, sir.
Let's ask you that. Growing up,
yes.
Which of his song ministered to you? I mean, listen through your parents, especially your mom.
Yes.
What did the song do to you? Ebenezer Obey's song. How has it restructured your life philosophically, psychologically, and morally?
Olomi, listening to Olomi, and why I chose it. Like I said, my mom was madly in love with my dad, and my dad vice versa. That the lyrics of that song taught me that when you are with your man, má ṣe gbọ́ tẹ́lẹ́gàn. Anything you ban noja, you know, and and when a man loves you, he loves you. Nothing can change his mind. You understand? Say, hey, bote mi o, baby oh, bote mi o, dakun yo, bote mi o. Say, Olomi jọ̀wọ́, jẹ́ ká jọ máa gbádùn. My babe, it's you and I. Sweetie mi jọ̀wọ́, jẹ́ ká jọ máa gbádùn. Aya tó mọ ya yìí ló ń ṣìkẹ́ ọkọ. You must ṣìkẹ́ ọkọ. Bẹ̀lẹ́gàn bá ń tàn. Bí ṣe ẹlẹ́gàn máa yọjú. Ẹlẹ́gàn bá ń tàn. Ẹjọ́ kò má ṣe gbà. Ìdùnnú ńlá ni fọ́kọ tó bá mọ̀ kẹ́ ọkọ.
Oríire ló jẹ́ fáyà tó bá mọ̀ kẹ́ ọkọ.
Èmi wá change ẹ̀. Pé ìdùnnú ńlá ni fọ́kọ tó bá mọ̀ kẹ́ aya. Oríire ló jẹ́ fọ́kọ tó ṣìkẹ́ aya rẹ̀. Oní tèmi o, Àyìnlá mi gbọ́ tèmi o.
That's interesting.
You understand? So I changed my own. So when you listen to that song, it showed a man in love. And who wanted the 100% love of his wife. I didn't want her to allow her to be misled by one ẹlẹ́gàn. Because they will come. I want your friend God that. Tomari bi tó dùn tó ń tò. Bó ṣe máa scatter tó máa dàrú mọ́ máa wá. Yes, wọ́n fẹ́ dàbẹ̀rú. Ilé ayé ta wà ní. That's how we see am.
Have you listened to that song? Lálẹ́ ọjọ́ kan ní Marina létí òkun o. Kílé yóò.
My mom like that one too. Baby.
Ó ní alẹ́ ọjọ́ kan ní Marina létí òkun o. Kílé yóò ara.
Have you seen the kẹ́tẹ́kẹ́tẹ́? Bàbá àtọmọ tán lọ lórí kẹ́tẹ́kẹ́tẹ́. No, you need to listen. Young story when you listen.
Deep philosophy.
Very deep.
Kò sọ́gbọ́n tó lè dá, kò sí wa tó lè wú, kò sọ́nà tó lè gbà tó lè fi táyé lọ́rùn o.
Ilé ayé fúngbà díẹ̀ ni.
Ọmọ aráyé ẹ ṣeré o.
Àfi ká hùwà rere ló pé.
Ọmọ aráyé ẹ ṣeré o.
Commander Ebenezer,
do the best and leave the rest.
Ilé ayé nìyẹn, bàbá ti sọ now.
The lot of the way I said mi ò sí nílé wọn kó yán mi kéré. Mi ò sí lọ́jà wọ́n fẹ́ pàṣọ mi dá. Mi ò sí nílé wọ́n kó yán mi kéré. Mi ò dẹ̀ sí lọ́jà wọ́n fẹ́ pàṣọ mi dá. Àmọ́ ṣá orí mi ò gbà bí ìràwọ̀ mi ò káyé máa bára wọ mi jẹ́. Ìràwọ̀ mi ò káyé máa para wọ mi dá. Torí pé ayé ló ṣe láfi kó lórí. Káyé má ṣe wá ká má kábàámọ̀. Mo tẹ́wọ́ mi sókè ìsọ̀bẹ Elédùmarè. Mo tẹ́wọ́ mi sókè kí n má kábàámọ̀.
You seem to know a lot of Baba's songs.
Yeah, those are these philosophical ones.
And you know that in a song, if you listen, he always takes everything back to God.
I agree with you.
It's always about God. No matter what you do, he's telling us God is the paramount being. You must take it all to God. I think there is one of his songs that used to touch my soul so much. I think it has to do with mo dẹ̀ rántí sí mo fẹ́ kọ́ bá ṣe kọrin sí bọ̀ bá ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ kẹ́ tó round up má kọ̀ ju wọlé.
And there's one in Sagbe, Àìbolúwàṣọ ká máa jèrè. Àìbolúwàṣọ wo ká máa jèrè. Èrè owó, èrè ajé níyàwó. Èrè owó, ajé níyàwó. Èrè owó, ajé níyàwó. ajé o, ajé niya, owó o, owó niya, ajé o, ajé niya, èrè owó o, ajé niya.
You know, so.
Say ètò ìgbéyàwó láyé, ọmọ Olúwa ló fi lélẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àṣẹ.
And I like this one, that Yatoyin.
Okay, ẹ ṣeun ẹ padà, ìjà má dé títọ́.
I'm telling you.
Ọba tó yẹ ṣe ká wọlé. Ẹ ṣeun ẹ padà, ìjà má dé títọ́. All this, there's a lot of stories.
Olówó láyé mọ̀.
Okay.
Olúwa tèmi dọ̀wọ́ rẹ̀.
Yes.
Nítorí owó ni. You know, the melody.
That was in the 60s. That was when he was still struggling. Then after that, breakthrough now came.
Wonderful songs, inspirational songs. No, Baba, it's a living national treasure. No.
A living national treasure.
Yes.
How do you think Nigeria and Africa can celebrate him at 80?
Wow. That would take. We ought to dedicate a day. We ought to have an Ebenezer Obey Day in Nigeria. Let me tell you, we ought to have an Ebenezer Obey Day in Nigeria to celebrate him. Look at what they did for Rihanna in Barbados. With due respect, we need to celebrate our icons while they are alive. Fela is gone. We will have a Fela Day. We have a King Sunny Ade Day. Have a Ebenezer Obey Day in this country. We need to celebrate them.
That's interesting.
Yes.
That's interesting.
And Ebenezer Obey Day. These are people who paved the way as pace setters, pioneers, who made a mark. At that time, of course, there were other juju and all of that, but these are people, they are legends.
Outstanding legacies.
Outstanding legacies. We need to celebrate them.
So give him your wish at 80, Ebenezer Obey. What do you want to say to him?
Baba,
as his daughter?
Baba, as your daughter, I want to say I love you so much. My late mom was a great fan of yours. It was through her I got to know about your music. And I want to say thank you for this legacy of music that you have enriched our lives with. It's more like a prophecy and you preaching to us through your music. Anyone that listens to your songs and uses it as a Bible would not miss their path. Because number one thing is God for you. And then àwọn ọgbọ́n àti ìmọ̀ tá a fi ń gbélé ayé ń wà ní orí yín, àwọn ìjìnlẹ̀ ọgbọ́n. Baba ẹ ṣé gan. Thank you so much, Daddy. And thank you for being so nice to me when I did your song without your permission. You were so accommodating. You prayed for me. You blessed me. Daddy, thank you. I thank you once again. Ẹ ṣé gan, sir. Thank you. Happy birthday, Daddy. God bless you. And I love you. I love you. Ẹ ṣé gan, sir.
The last question now is for you to say something about another role model of yours.
Okay.
That's the person of Elder Statesman General Olusegun Obasanjo.
Okay.
Yesterday was his 5th birthday.
Yes.
So why did you choose your mother's burial to be the same day with Baba? So that because last year I remember you did a special drunken
Yes.
drum. You went into his parlor with a lot of what they call it, festivity.
And chanting, yes.
You chant, you did a lot, and the man was happy. He danced down from his room.
Yes.
And he opened the day for him.
Yes.
So what are you going to say to General Obasanjo at 85?
My daddy, my handsome, loving daddy, it's a privilege to know you. My late dad knew that I loved you with all of my heart. My late mom knew. As a matter of fact, when they were both alive, anytime they showed you on television, they would say, "What in show that year?" And I would run to the TV because even that was even before I met Baba. They would say, "What in show that year?" And then I would run to, and stop. They would call me, "One show that year, Olori television." So, Baba is. I pray we know your value. We don't know your value in this country, and it hurts me deeply. People only look at the human part of you. They don't look at the assignment that God has used you to do, not just in Nigeria, but in Africa as a continent. You are a favored man, exceptionally favored by God Almighty. Akondaida. People do not know. Only the deep will understand that God has favored you beyond any president in this country. You are one of a kind. Two of you don't come in the same generation. And that's why it's a privilege and honor to know you, to be close to you, to be your mentee, to have access to you, to have direct mentoring from you, to have your prayers. Let me tell you, Baba will call out of the blues, Ara, Mbolowa, and I tell him, Moko, can check, and he show her okay. And now, once I drop that phone, Marco won't pay. As busy as Baba is, Baba will remember to call me and check on me. The last time I saw him, which was like a month ago, he said to me, he said, Iwo, Ara, Ali Baba, Ebenezer Obey, King Sunny Ade, pioneers leje. Only Ali Baba Leni, they are one, sorry Baba, one Ali Baba Leni, and Moya won comedians. He wants in Wolokoko Belu, and one more opinion yet po. Tabara won opinion to one and one more King Sunny Ade, Ebenezer Obey, legacy one cannot die. So Emma Bagbe, Emma rubbish. He was advising me, he was talking to me, he was impacting me. Once again, it's a great honor, a privilege, a rare one to know you. The Akondaida of our time. I love you, Daddy. Like I call you my daddy. I love you. Happy birthday. I was emotionally disturbed when we were choosing my mom's final. It didn't occur to me.
Can you imagine?
It didn't occur to me.
That is a coincidence.
It was a coincidence. Pure coincidence. I would have loved to be with him. He knows.
Yeah, of course. For the lecture yesterday in Abeokuta, national lecture where he spoke about leadership,
yes.
He spoke about Africa, he spoke about Nigeria, he spoke about politics, and he even said that some people that are campaigning all over the country now, with their body shaking, and okay, so people that are campaigning, they're supposed to be in jail. You know, so, but it's okay. That's General Obasanjo for you. He's a great man.
He's a great man. He's a great man. Thank you for being you. Thank you for healing God's call to lead this country and Africa as a continent. And I pray that God gives you long life, longer one,
Amen.
To be with us and do this work that God has entrusted in your hand.
Amen.
God bless you, Baba. May God keep you, your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, and everything you hold there. I love you so much, Daddy. Happy birthday. Congratulations.
So I want to thank you so much. It has been a fantastic time, and let's just have the privilege of talking to your fans in America, in London, in Germany, in Australia.
Okay.
Our fans all over the world. People that are expecting something very wonderful, something innovative, something, let me not say outlandish, but something inspirational from you.
Okay.
What do you have for them?
First, I want to apologize to everyone who is going to watch this interview. I showed a side of me that I don't like the media to see, but I'm human. The bloggers that said so many lies about me made me, I had to go into some decrees and proclamations. When you've worked hard for what you have, when you did not cut corners, and you've sweated, your blood has gone into building your brand, your life, your career, your business, and the people from nowhere just, come to lie, to tarnish your image. I know I lost my cool a bit. I want to apologize that you had to see that part of me, but I also want to thank you for your love, for your support, for your messages, for your calls. And I don't know if you've listened to my new song, Emiwon Ogbe. It's on Apple Music, iTunes, Amazon, and all the platforms. Go listen to Emiwon Ogbe. And Echo Inspire Me coming up. If you want to be a part of Echo Inspire Me, touching lives, real changes, you would be very proud to be part of the people to, in this epoch and wave-making, life-changing, life-transforming reality TV show, real lives, real changes, Inspire Me. If you want to get in touch and be part of this, email us at talkingdrumqueen@gmail.com. talkingdrumq. Again, talkingdrumq@gmail.com. And the number will scroll on the screen. WhatsApp only, please. When you WhatsApp us, you leave a number where we can call you, and members of my team will reach out to you. And if you want to speak to me personally, if you want to reach out to me personally, please drop a message on the WhatsApp number that will be scrolling, and then let us know how you want to collaborate with us on the reality TV show Inspire Me for the area boys and girls that will be coming up this year. Thank you so much. I love you. Keep keeping the culture alive. Make sure your children speak your language. Give them your native name, and tell them the meaning of their name. There is power in the meaning of a name. My name is ARALOLA. It means wealth is a mystery, and I do wonders. Thank you very much.
Wonderful, fantastic, lovely moment with ARALOLA OLAMUYIWA, the creative one, the pioneer female talking drummer in Africa, a very, very inspiring personality, a mother, a teacher, a thinker, a doer. We know you've seen a lot of other videos that have been shared. The phone numbers are there, the contacts are there. If you reach out, definitely somebody will speak with you. And if you don't get it, if you don't get through, you can write down, you can put down your message, especially on our project, Inspire Me, and engagement, anything that has to do with a job or any other great thing. On all the stories, please continue to share the truth, continue to share the inspirational aspect of life. Share the truth, let the truth go around the world. Till the next time that God will allow us to be in an ambience. I want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much. God bless you. Once again, Happy New Year and goodbye.